Hello, welcome to the MineTrek.net server. I'm currently outside the C build, Enterprise C build. There's a lot of work going on the nacelle. Show you this real quick. iPanic went along and highlighted or raised out the rib section of the nacelle to give it a much more defined look. If we go inside, I don't think I'm going to be able to, so I'll switch over to compass. There we go. You can see that he's been working in here as well. These are power leads to the RCS thrusters. He also completed work on the control rooms. Let's jump in here real quick. See these. That's iPanic, Debomb and myself came in and we did some work to revise what Brain had done, kind of flesh it out a little bit, get it going, to current build standards. Brain had the basics worked out, and we just came in and reworked them and got them all done. We shortened down the Jeffries tubes through the nacelle area. Also made them a little bit less wide. This gives us a little bit more room for the interior spaces of the nacelle, plus gives us much more Jeffries tube feel to it. I also placed in some ribbing, the brown wool. There's some more work done over here. I'll hit fly mode, we'll zip on down and pass on out. Here we go. Anyways, Brain's been working on the Buzzard collector dumps, these things. I think he may have mirrored it already. Yep, looks like it. Let's jump inside of here and see what this looks like inside of the Buzzard dump. A bunch of hidden details. We got this over here. This might actually be the Buzzard dump. I'm not sure. Either or. One of them is. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, that's that. And I went ahead and I replaced the bridge module. Completely redid it so that it doesn't look so cheesy anymore. Let's get up here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's the new bridge module, complete with portholes. I even had extra space left over for a little workroom here. And I'll show you the new bridge. It's the same as the old bridge. It's just narrowed down on the sides a little bit and moved in one block on the back. But a little bit of changes to this to give it more of a rounded view. We were also able to add Captain's Ready Room and whoever. Captain's Ready Room, First Officer Room, who knows. Anyways, that's pretty much all we've done. I also come out here or started setting up the forward cargo bay. Get on down there to where it should be at. Faithful Gamma Bright. There it is. This will be the forward cargo bay port side. Of course, it'll be mirrored on this side as well. Nice big area for it. Still haven't figured out where I'm going to put the pool yet. Probably in the secondary hall someplace for giggles and stuff. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. Anyways, let's TP over to Patch real quick and see what he's up to. He's working on the Grotto of the Enterprise D. Well, or I should say he's reworking the Grotto of the Enterprise D. Doing a phenomenal job on it too. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, if you get lost in space and you're on board a ship, hope you're on board a Galaxy class, because you get this really nice grotto. Ah, the piece. And this is Patch, of course. He's doing his patchy thing. Yeah, it looks like Heller is out here working on the nacelle. Excuse me, phaser array. That's not a nacelle, that's a phaser array. I'll be reworking the sick bay areas of the ship based off of the Ed White blueprints. I talked to one of the builders, Blue Goblin. He was able to give me some very informative information as to what sickbay, all the drawings and specific rooms are in the sickbay complex. And with that, I shall be able to... Somebody close the hangar. Huh. Interesting. Never noticed. That's a recent change. All the hangars are closed, as a matter of fact. Very interesting. Cool. Anyways, we'll be focusing more and more attention onto the D and try to get her as close to being done as possible. I have kicked around an idea about reviving my old Galaxy class build. I'd have to run it by Heller because I would really need a lot of his help with, and probably that of iPanics as well when it comes to the 3D hull. I don't know if I do or not. It won't have the detail that this hull has as far as Aztecing goes. Eventually it probably would, but not right away. And the only major difference between the version I would do and the version right here is the version I would do would be based off of the later blueprints and not the Ed White blueprints. So all of this nifty stuff would probably find its way in one form or another into a Galaxy class build. Of course, this is the D build, so the Galaxy would be different than the D build, with the D build being the primary ship and the Galaxy being the prototype. Anyways, I'll show you what I plan to do. This is the Ed White plans, sick bay right here. And what I would like to do is I'd like to flesh it out, clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit larger in areas. So that means smaller gardens, of course, but give it some more room in the center and try to make it look more like the sick bay we see in Star Trek: The Next Generations, without deviating too far from the Ed White plans. We'd like to stay as close to the plans that Ed White drew up as possible. But of course some areas of the ship did get changed from the time the plans were drawn to the time the show was shot, so some changes have to be adopted. But we don't want to make drastic changes, just real minor stuff. Anyways, anything that I do, it has to be approved, so if it's no good, it won't work. This was a prototype. Yeah, it was just an idea. Anyways, with that, again, this is the MineTrek.net server. Appreciate taking the time to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.